coming off their first loss, drowning in too much sauce. We got the 9-1 Isaac Chamberlain taking on a 13-1 Luke Watkins. Now, this shall be a good one, but first, it's the WRT Boxing Show, baby! I'm your host, Mr.A. Thank you for tuning into the WRT Boxing Show. They're ready to talk boxing! Oh, thank you guys. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for putting up with that jackasses of me. You know, I think we all have that little jackass in us. It's medicine, baby. You gotta know when to release it. Now, Luke Watkins, like I said, 13-1. We got the 9-1. The 6'2", 6'1", Chamberlain being the taller. Don't know Watkins' reach, even though I think Chamberlain might have it. He's listed at a 78-inch reach. That's a long-ass reach. This fight, I think, is going to come down to feet work. I think it's going to come down to the feet work. Because given the level of competition, as I said, they're both still coming up. I believe Luke Watkins has fought more people in there trying to beat him, who had belief they could beat him. I believe Chamberlain fought opponents who knew they were an opponent. You know what I mean? And like I said, again, I believe Watkins. It's Watkins, not Watkins. Watkins. I believe he fought more people who went in there believing they could actually win the fight. More competitive opposition, more skillful opposition. I think he has bigger dividends for that. Even in the fight against the Sauce, when they both drowned in and lost, I believe even though they had the Okoli effect, the hug and mug and grindy shit, Watkins was able to at least fight a little better in that fight. Even though he got knocked out in 3, you can say he got knocked out in 3 and Chamberlain didn't. But he was able to get off more work than Chamberlain. Chamberlain couldn't really get off shit in that fight. He was controlled completely. You know, Watkins got knocked out because he tried to fight. He found a way to fight. But he just, you know, and taking the risk, he left an opening and got himself knocked out. And these guys, Chamberlain, I think, I believe the better overall movement and slicker fighter and waist and, you know, feints and all that stuff, I believe comes from Luke Watkins. You know, offensively, I think he's a better, more weaponry. I think Chamberlain's a more 1-2, slightly okay bodywork, but I think Luke Watkins is better at feinting, you know, giving you better combinations. I think he's slicker in the defense department with the waist movement, you know, ducking out the way, hopping back on angles. Chamberlain is more of a straight up and down fighter to me. And I think he might have more power in a straight jab, but I think in just punching for punching and combination punches, I go with the power of Luke Watkins. I think he delivers more power per punch, while Chamberlain is just like a nice one power punch. You know, if he goes combinations, there's really no power in his combinations. But I think Luke Watkins could carry power throughout the whole combination. And, you know, like I said, Chamberlain has 4 KOs, 9 for Luke Watkins. I'm not really one to get super hyped out into that knockout ratios because, like I said, I like boxers who's on the move, so really KOs don't mean nothing to me, but it says a lot into the fight, a lot of meat and bones, meat and potatoes of the fight. And considering I believe Watkins has been fighting better competition and he has more KOs, so it says a little something about how he delivers punches. And again, the main thing this comes down to, I think, is going to be feet. I think Luke Watkins finds angles with his feet. He goes in and out. He feints well with his body movement and feet. He can use the ring better than Chamberlain. I think Chamberlain's kind of a straight in front of you fighter. He's not walking too much around. He's going to be right in front of you. Maybe let's walk to the side, walk to the, but he ain't too fast on his feet. And for that reason right there, I'm going to go with Luke Watkins to win this fight. I don't know how he's going to win it. Probably like a split decision. You know, I won't be surprised if he catches a tall Chamberlin chin just sitting there. Then again, I won't be surprised if Chamberlin knocks his ass out, you know, with a long, straight right. But I'm going to go with a split decision. Luke Watkins with the feet work and the better punch volume and combinations. I'm going with Luke Watkins to defeat Isaac Chamberlin. Right here, I'm your host, Mr. A, on the Double RD Boxing Show! Thanks for tuning in. Your show. I'm just a host. It's the Double RD Boxing Show! And we're out.